Food is great. So great, in fact, that sometimes we forget that eating a bit too much of it can bring about some undesired results. What makes matters worse is that these changes often go unnoticed until one day you're looking in the mirror or trying on your favorite pair of jeans and it hits you. And things were no different for poor Drax of Queensland, Australia. The young Labrador recently went viral after a hilarious snap of him with a whole dog door on his back was uploaded to Facebook. Drax wasn't always this chunky, though. Drax was originally found living on the streets of Queensland, Australia, when Charmaine Hulley's sister found him. He was in bad shape and was clearly malnourished, so Charmaine's sister didn't think twice about rescuing him. My sister found him outside her local supermarket a couple of years ago, just laying there curled up. He looked skinny and uncared for, Hulley told the dodo. She put him in the car and he just froze with fear and wouldn't look at anyone. Hulley was living with her sister and 4 small dogs at the time, and she noticed that Drax settled into his new family very quickly, bonding with everyone around him. It's quite common for homeless dogs to sometimes be wary of other animals, but this wasn't the case for Drax. He's the most placid dog you could come across, Hulley said. He's the most loving and happy and laid-back boy that just adores all other dogs. He quickly made friends with his brothers and sisters, and he was clearly ready to relax into a happy life with his new family. Drax adored his brothers and sisters and would often follow them around or share nap times with them. However, Hulley was due to move out into her own home, and she wanted to take Drax with her. She didn't want Drax to be lonely, so she decided to adopt another dog brother for him. Fast forward a few years, Hulley returned to her sister's house with Drax and his new brother in tow. After going from street dog to spoiled pup, he had packed on more than a few pounds without realizing it. And after a day of playing in the yard, he followed his smaller cousins through the doggy door and got stuck. It was a wake-up call for Drax and his parents. At first, Drax wasn't sure what happened. However, in a desperate attempt to get loose, a frustrated Drax, who's clearly unaware of his size and strength, ended up taking the whole door off its hinges. Charmaine admits that perhaps Drax is a little too loved in regards to his larger frame, but to her credit, love and food wasn't always a luxury Drax was afforded to. Dad came home early and saw half the doggy door panel on the ground and looked inside, and Drax came wandering down the hall very casually with it on him, Hulley said. I looked over and Drax was on the stairs looking at me. My mouth dropped. Even though the incident with the doggy door was hilarious, it was the wake-up call everyone needed, and Hulley has vowed to put Drax on a diet. Trying to make up for the many times Drax had to go without, Hulley spoiled him rotten, and as a result, he piled on the pounds. It will be a far cry from the steak and KFC he has become accustomed to. Nevertheless, we root for Drax all the way on his new journey towards health and fitting through doggy doors. Good luck, Drax!